Natalie Wood died when her daughters were just 11 and 7 years old. Decades later, one of them wrote a memoir defending her father. The other one nearly didn't survive her own grief. Natalie Wood was one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, known for roles in Rebel Without a Cause and West Side Story. She had two daughters, Natasha, born in 1970 during her marriage to producer Richard Gregson, and Courtney, born in 1974, after Wood reunited with and remarried her first husband, actor Robert Wagner. Wood also served as stepmother to Wagner's older daughter Katie from a previous relationship. On November 29, 1981, Natalie Wood drowned off the coast of Catalina Island under circumstances that have never been fully resolved. She had been on a boat with Wagner and actor Christopher Walken the night she disappeared. Wagner was named a person of interest when the case was formally reopened by investigators decades later, though he has never been charged with any crime. Natasha, the eldest, grew up torn between grief and loyalty. She built her own acting career, appearing in projects like Lost Highway and Two Girls and a Guy, while also becoming deeply involved in producing the 2020 HBO documentary Natalie Wood, What Remains Behind, and writing a memoir titled More Than Love. Despite her aunt Lana Wood publicly alleging that Robert Wagner was responsible for her mother's death, Natasha has continued to defend him publicly, saying she considers both her biological father and her stepfather to be her true fathers. Courtney's path looked completely different. She struggled for years with addiction, and according to her own family, survived more than one suicide attempt as she processed losing her mother at such a young age. She eventually found sobriety, and her sister has said, Courtney lives openly and without shame about that struggle today. Courtney went on to work as a jewelry designer and later partnered with Natasha to launch a fragrance called Natalie, inspired by their mother's signature scent. Both sisters remain close, and both continue to keep their mother's memory alive in very different ways, one through storytelling and public advocacy, the other through quiet resilience. Natalie Wood's death has never stopped raising questions. Her daughters, in their own separate ways, spent the rest of their lives answering a very different one instead. How do you survive losing your mother before you're even old enough to understand what you lost?